Ouch! Murphy! Hello? Hello? No! Hi guys. So, since you guys last saw me, he's been a new entry to my life. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I know it's been a minute. Welcome back. I think it's more of a welcome back for me. And I thought that what better way to come back than to just sit down and talk. Let's get into it. There were a lot of questions about what's happening with the acting side of things. Why have I taken this break? What's happening? When are you going to see me again on screen? And things like that. So to sum up all of those questions in one answer would be to tell you that soon I am also waiting for things to move. This has sort of been a conscious break. I mean, Ye Hai Mohabbatein ended in 2019 December-ish, and ever since then I just took a break, and it also happened because of the pandemic coming in 2020, so it just aligned on its own. I mean, I started to travel, I started to explore, I started to take some time by myself and things like that, and then of course the pandemic happened and I was in LA. People till date think that I live in LA, which is bizarre. I need to be more social to change that. But yeah, I mean, I was in LA for a long time, and I came back. I realized that I need to be very serious when it comes to decision making about the opportunities that I want to take up and the opportunities that I want to go after. So yes, I was auditioning, I was hustling, and I was meeting people and things like that, and I came this close to one project that was a dream project. And yes, I went so deep into it that I was just prepping for the longest time. You know, when I get into something, I have a tunnel vision, and most of the things, touch wood, that I've wanted in life, I have really gone for it and made it happen for myself. Unfortunately, this was not one of them, and it did not happen. It took most of my time, which is also why I was away from YouTube, I was away from Instagram also, and I was just away from my personal life also, just deeply into prep. And once that did not happen, I realized that okay, I need to, it almost felt like a breakup, honestly. I came out of it, and now I am in the space of hustling, looking for more opportunities. Of course, I am very grateful for all the opportunities that come my way, but I have also sort of started being a little picky with the kind of work I want to do after such a long break. So let's see. I honestly don't have a plan, but let's see. I have big goals and big dreams. The next question is, how does it feel to be famous? It feels amazing. It feels like a dream come true. I mean, ever since I was a child, I was a very cornered child, by the way. I was not the most fun, popular kid back in school. I was the one who was, you know, this geeky kid who used to not be with the cool kids. And yeah, and I remember all of my books, at the last page I used to have my signature practice, which I'm sure most of us used to do. But I used to always think of it as my autograph, not my signature. I used to always think of it as I'm giving my autograph because I'll need to give this, because very soon I'm going to be very famous. And I just had this calling inside me when I was a child, and even though I was cornered, but still, yeah. So I mean, it feels like a dream come true, because not that these days people take autographs, but back when I was 14, 15, 16 years old, and I started getting a lot of fame across wherever I'm going. I remember people coming to me with their little notepads and asking for my autograph. I really miss that time, honestly, where people used to ask for autographs and not photographs. Although they used to, but I think there were few people who used to just want an autograph, which I thought to me was an actual dream come true, because in school I've done that and it happened. So yes, I mean, it does feel really surreal. How to move on? Your experience, if any. Moving on is something that I have really struggled with. And by that I mean moving on could be from anything, right? Like relationships, projects, friendships, anything, right? I feel like with me, I have had a tough time only because I am an out and out overthinker and I hold things really close to my heart, and that's why it's even more difficult to let go. But I have also started to realize that there's a set time for everything, and when it ends, you have to pick up your bags and you have to move on. The more you sit in the shit will stink, is something what Priyanka Chopra said in one of her interviews, and it's really stayed with me. I don't know if I'm applying it as much, but it's something that's really stayed with me. I don't know if I said that line correctly, but just go and check her interview and you'll know what I'm talking about. Basically what that meant is that the more you stay in your own rut, it's just gonna, stink more, and it's not gonna help. So the smarter decision is to just tell your brain to pick up and leave, which I know is very, very difficult because I've experienced it firsthand, and I mean, it takes me a really long time because, like I said, I get too invested and then it's just too difficult to, be able to leave. But yeah, I mean, that's one advice that I will try to inculcate even in my own life, and that's something that I preach also. Do you intend to get married or do you not want to? I mean, while growing up, I was always drawn to the idea of getting married very early on, starting my own family and blah blah blah. But I feel like as I'm the point I am in my life right now, the age that I planned to get married on when I was younger, I'm very close to it right now, and I don't see that happening very soon. The reason being because I feel like I am growing up now. Like now is when the growth is actually happening. Like I feel it. And how can I just move on to the next phase of my life already when I'm just getting close to the first phase, I don't know what I'm saying, but yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm loving this whole generation wherein, people are all about growth, finding yourself and things like that. So how can I just ditch the process? So yeah, I mean, I intend to get married, of course. I love the idea of marriage and I believe in it. But there's a lot of time, is all I can tell you. Next question. 3 things that put a smile on my face. Mr. Murphy being one, because he's so tiny and so cute. So tiny and so cute. Okay. Thank you. So one is him. Second is of course you guys, and I just don't say it for the heck of saying it. I'm really serious because you guys do put a smile on my face, because every time I read your messages, your comments, they're just so sweet. Touch wood. I just don't see any negativity, which I think is so sweet and something that I really need, because I'm not very social these days like I used to be. So I constantly keep checking, reading, and and everything that I see is just so detailed, so sweet. Like it's you guys who remember the littlest things about me that even I wouldn't remember. But like just reading that makes me feel so, it's comforting, and yeah, like I feel like I have these people that I don't personally know, but they know me, and I just have an online equation with them, and it's really sweet, and it does put a smile on my face. So yes. And the third thing that puts a smile on my face is, can I be really honest? Any work conversation. I mean, I don't know if this is right or not. I think it's not, but my mood is really very much dependent on work. I thrive on work, okay? Like, let's just put that out. Any work conversation, be it any meeting is set up, like my manager, my team could call me and be like, you know what, I've heard back and this is what's happening next, and this, it just puts me in this momentum of feeling happy, because I feel like, okay, something is happening, things are moving, there's movement, and it just puts a smile on my face. So yes, that's the third thing that puts a smile on my face, and I don't think it's right and something that anybody should practice, because your mood should not depend on your work. Those are two different things. You should be happy within yourself, but it does put a smile on my face. Whatever. Let's move on. Okay, so the next question is, this is a very interesting question. Expectation versus experience in the industry. Alright. This is very interesting actually. I mean, expectation to kiske nahi hote, you know. Every aspiring actor, especially in this industry of Bollywood, everybody's big could be very different from one another. It could be being on hoardings, getting a Filmfare, IFA, Oscar, the list never ends, right? But I feel like with me, I have a very realistic approach towards my expectations, and I do have big dreams, so don't get me wrong there. But I have realistic patience is all I can tell you. Technically, I've been in this industry for 22 years, because my first ad was when I was 6 months old, and ever since then I haven't stopped. So yes, I mean, my experience has been evolving, honestly. The industry has also changed a lot from when I was young to right now, and also my aspirations have changed, right? What I am starting to understand now is that talent can get you to places, of course, and you have to work hard, you have to put in your bit, and you have to really outdo yourself to get that part that you want. But with that being said, there are a lot of other factors that also play to get you that part. It can make or break that opportunity. So I mean, yeah, that's sort of my experience. But the advice that I can give, and I give it to myself also, is that never stop trying. What do I think about anxiety and mental breakdown? Okay, well, this is something that I'll be talking about for the very first time. I mean, anything related to the mental health bracket. I feel like I have dealt with these things without putting a label on it, because growing up I also didn't know what to term it as. But very often I've faced a lot of such things, and I feel like what I think about it is to just embrace it, to go through it. Especially with me, till the time I do not entirely feel everything and get consumed by it also, I can't get out of it. So if I put a blind eye towards it, and if I shut myself, it doesn't work. So I have to go through it, and there's no shame, honestly. The day and age we live in, I feel like the culture has become to very openly talk about it if there's an issue, and I feel like that's really uplifting. You don't feel like something's wrong with you. Camera battery died, but I had fun. I think I answered quite some questions, and I know it was random, but it was just a way of coming back on YouTube and saying hi. I'm hoping to be consistent now onwards. One video every week is the aim. I'm mostly saying this to myself because I want to be consistent. But yes, guys, I hope you guys had fun. I have to rush for my dance class now, which I'm resuming after I don't know how long. I will see you all next time. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye-bye. I love you all. Okay, final bye. Just joking. Bye.